Long known as being one of the best featherweights during his Pacquiao. He is a southpaw like Manny Pacquiao.
McCallum and many fighters of the past who were great fighters and just happened to be an unfortunate.
One draw and 12 of his victories coming by way of knockout. This one draw and 34 of his victories coming by way of Marquez.
Gentlemen, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands, fix up at all times. Good luck.
Means maybe he has a little more left in the tank.
And also, even though he's
Younger in boxing years.
your boxing years, he's much younger.
Rather than anticipated.
Marquez in the traditional Mexican colors.
Authority. He seems to be very determined to be impressive tonight.
He's got to go up against a conventional fighter. And there you see Marquez 2 fights ago. He lost a decision that
Manny mentioned he's going for left hook from Marquez.
Marquez and Jaca trading blows.
Pacquiao does.
Marquez, it means we have a good, exciting fight on our hands.
Jaca, when they speak Tagalog, Ernie Kalug will translate. And
Got caught with a good straight left from Jaca. Then he put Jaca in the corner and started to unload.
Landing 18 out of 54. Jaca 18 out of. And there you see how Harold Letterman scored. This fight was supposed to take place, and he has joined Golden Boy.
I think that it was Marquez who did some of the hurting in that round, although
Rock.
At his fight, because he himself got caught with a right hook, even though a wee tad slower than he normally is, I think, because he's trying to cut inside.
There we go, man.
You know, going into this fight, it doesn't have the punching power.
There is a cut over the left eye, I believe. Marquez.
It's kind of punching him also sometimes when he comes in, by simply moving back.
And there you see what Marquez does.
This fight, if Marquez can make adjustments and start to pull away.
Marquez.
You're doing real good. Real good. But be careful.
Marquez was coming in, and I'm sorry, it's a left, and he lost his balance.
This is just the second for Hernandez. It was a first-round TKO. He's fighting on the undercard.
Get out of position himself instead of throwing punches and just staying there. I don't know if he's going to be that effective. This guy seems to have his number here tonight.
He executed, and Marquez throughout his career has reminded me of that. Such force from Marquez that I think it did a little something.
Block, but there was some pepper coming off that from Marquez.
I
see Marquez
at range now.
Marquez showed you a little bit of the speed that he's
to this guy.
Very professional, but still slow.
Marquez starting to settle into the fight now. Jaca unloads. Marquez trying to steal another round. This is now with.
It was very, very close. Could have gone either way. I was really surprised at the style of Jimrex Jaca.
It's not uncommon for Marquez to start slowly. Like he really is trying to take this guy's head off. But that's the tightrope that
was explosive.
Yes.
This round seemingly is winning the round. Pacquiao, because Pacquiao punches with a lot more speed and power.
Against a guy like that, might that not be an advantage against Pacquiao in a rematch?
Can't do that with a guy like Pacquiao. Right here, you can see Jaca landing little short punches here. Not enough power on the cards now.
I think it's an even fight.
And you saw Jaca's Daniel Stewart and Max Kellerman in the 5th round of a scheduled rebirth here for Juan Manuel Marquez.
He's looking forward to fighting Pacquiao. He's got a watered-down version of Pacquiao, right?
Some fighters don't watch tape, and Jaca says he doesn't watch tape of his opponents.
Shit maybe there by Marquez. Jaca He wanted to make sure.
When two skulls crash, the flesh in between gets busted. Very bad.
Because of the cut, going to work here in the 5th round.
Fight vulnerable, and it's that kind of invulnerable. His eye down perhaps on points.
Now see what happened.
To beat a guy.
Blood streaming down the right side of Marquez's face.
He's trying to take a little break. Jaca's trying to take control again.
Time, no punching.
If the fight is stopped due to the headbutt, they will go to the scorecard.
If they're great. And Marquez, though he has
40. Nice right hand from Juan.
Top guy. He drew with Pacquiao. He lost to Freddie Norwood, controversially. And I think raises his profile among the cut.
And he's, to me, landed more punches in the fight as it goes down the stretch.
Well, it wouldn't be a dramatic win if it wasn't against the determined.
I know all about this pro-Mexican crowd, when particularly they're excited
to fight out of pockets.
Good right hand. More fighter.
Side of Marquez's face, you see him wiping it off. In between, firing.
1-2, and he's been more effective. There it is again, by shooting the right hand without.
Fellas, safe to say, not what we expected.
Here we see the headbutt that caused the bad cut right there.
A conventional fighter taking on a softball. And
Marquez's Sunday punch is his left hook, and he has not been able to land that very.
Oh, I'm talking about Marquez. Even with the bleeding, even with the blood going in his eye, he's landed by that cut. But I gotta say this: if the fight is stopped in the martial round, 4-2, Marquez catch
both hands. Even though he punches go to the left hook, he has a good right hand. But Jaca just
is more vulnerable than he used to be, and therefore make it easier to make some of those top.
Boy, Jaca yet still. He's been hit with some tremendous shots, but none of the punches have caused.
Inspiration, and he comes back with a left.
I mean, for Marquez, he just landed a right uppercut.
One man effort from Marquez.
He's fighting a very good, exciting power punching fight tonight.
And also, most people thought he won. I thought both fights were very close.
His career, as you mentioned, Max, $50,000. He says he plans on going
kind of fight.
He says he has no other hobby.
Marquez, and you think about Pacquiao, people are talking about many people did. He didn't lose to Pacquiao. He drew.
All right, Lawrence Cole letting us.
Netted punch for punch.
What an exchange! Marquez's face in a furious exchange with a determined.
Blood now covering the right side of his face.
It sounds as though he's implying, if you decide you don't want to fight on because it's ripped open, and he wants to fight on.
How could Lawrence Cole have any idea?
Stuff that would happen in an open scoring system. Guys with
it's just his style. Marquez with a 25-9 advantage. And
there are pros and cons to open scoring. That is a potential con.
Just actually run the rest of the fight, even if there's no cut involved, just on points.
Which would have tipped the scale away from Barrera and towards him in terms of public demand.
You know what Lawrence Cole was saying. He may not have understood him.
Good point.
Doing a nice job on that cut. At all, huh?
And has been his manager since he was a kid. I guess when he was about 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, big left hook by Marquez.
He seemed like he was aware, but totally confused.
That's his Sunday punch.
Well, after this victory, I would love to see Marquez get more so than Barrera, which I wanted at first.
And there you see
48 seconds of the 9th round.